Greetings! This is Dee from Purple Sage Healthy Living. May this video find you well in mind, body, and spirit. And this is going to be real short. Today I'm going to show you how to make a cayenne pepper tincture the folk way. Okay? We'll do using the folk method. And first of all, these are what you're going to need for your protection. Would be a mask and gloves, because you don't want the powder, if you're not experienced, you don't want this powder to go up your nose or get in your face, get on your hands, because it really does, it does burn. Not only does it may burn if it gets into any membrane. Like I told you before in another video, it will start to detox, and then next thing you know, your nose is running, your eyes may be running, or whatever. Okay? So, because I already know what I'm doing, I'm not going to use these, but I would suggest you do. And I'm going to use this tincture just for my house. So, okay. First of all, you're going to need the cayenne pepper itself. That's what this is. I've already measured it out. I keep it in this, and I took the label. Actually took the bag and that it came in and put it on this jar. That way I know what it is and the expiration date, what lot number it is, in case there's ever any problem. I'll know where to start investigating. Okay, you'll also need a scale, and we weigh this in ounces. So how I did it was I turned the scale on, and then I put it on ounces, and I took the empty bowl, set it on the scale, and then tared it out so it went back to 0. Then I added my ingredients, my cayenne, until I got to, I'm doing an ounce and a half. I would advise you, if you're just starting, to just do an ounce to start off. And because mine is, again, 90,000 heat units, you might want to start with something that's less hot, just to see how to do it. The other thing is, this is my jar that I'm going to be using, and this is actually a recycled jar. I had raw honey in here, but I always try to keep my jars. You want to make sure that your jar has been washed and sterilized before you use it. Okay? This is my vodka. This is what's going to cure in my cayenne pepper. This is what I'm going to use. Now the deal is to put it all in this jar, put a label on it so you know what day you started, and put it away in a cabinet. Well, you can leave it out. I prefer not to leave things where the sunlight can get to it. If you have a place that you can put it, maybe in your kitchen, someplace you're going to see it, because you need to shake it up at least 3 times a week. You need to shake it up. It needs to stay in this jar and for at least, I would say, 6 weeks. That's the norm. It's 6 weeks. Depending on what you use, well, we're just talking about cayenne pepper. I'm not going to worry about that. 6 weeks, okay? So if you want to get some, you want to have some made, it would be, if you started now, this is February, it would be the end of March or the 1st of April, depending on when you want to open it back up, okay? I use this. This is a silicone scoop. It's supposed to be like a spoon. spatula or something. That's what I use to scoop out my cayenne pepper with. Now, I'm going to leave this recipe that I'm using, I'm going to leave it in the description. After the cayenne pepper has sat for 6 weeks, you're going to take it out and you're going to use what is called a nut milk bag. This is what people normally use when they're doing like almond milk or cashew milk, whatever nut milk. I use it for my cayenne pepper because what it does is let the liquid come out, but this part right here does not, so it won't be in the end product. As you can see, mine has been used a lot. It will stain the bag, but I clean it. The way I clean it is I rinse it out as good as I can, and then I soak it for a little bit in some vinegar and baking soda. I never use any kind of detergent or anything, because if I can't get it all out, that's a chemical, and I don't want that in my final product. One more thing I can tell you is, as you can see, this bag has been turned inside out. The seam is on the outside. This is where I would pour the end product. You see this seam. What I found out was, instead of using it like it comes, like this, it's easier to clean to get the clumps out, because you have to squeeze, and it adheres to this bag. So when I get through and I get all my liquid out, that way I can turn it inside out and then just get rid of it that way. Now, I prefer you put it in a compost pile. You can sprinkle it around to keep the animals out of your stuff. Try not to throw it away. Reuse it if you can. With that said, I think that's it. I'm going to show you, and I forgot, after you pour all this out, you're going to either put it in I will put it in an amber jar if you have one. If not, you can put it in a recycled one. I would just put maybe some clean wrap or something over the top. But you put it in to store it. To use you will use a amber bottle. It's up to you, 1 ounce, 2 ounces, whatever is convenient for you. Hold on. Ooh. This is actually one of mine. It's a 2 ounce bottle, and it has, of course, it has the dropper. You would put it in there so you can use it every day. Now, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to put my cayenne pepper in first. And I use this paper bowl so that because it's flexible. And I always pour the cayenne pepper in away from my face, even when I have a mask on. So we're going to do this. Okay. And I know that doesn't look like a lot, but it is. And then I'm going to pour my vodka on here. Now the vodka, I recommend 80 proof. That way you don't have to do any measuring and adding water and all the other stuff that goes with it, okay? So I'm going to pour. I pour a little bit and kind of shake it around a little bit, just like I do when I'm taking it in the morning, when I use my dropper bottle. Okay. It's on here. You put your top on. Make sure you have your top on good, or you have make sure whatever kind of jar that you use, like I said, you can use a mason jar, but make sure that it closes well, because when you get ready to turn it over and do this, it's gonna come out, and it's like just like this. This is okay. I'll worry about that in a minute. It's not coming out as bad as I thought it would be, but you want to make sure that it's on tight so that what just happened to me won't happen to you. Okay, after you get that done, you're going to take the label, whether it's a piece of paper with some tape on it, however you want to do it. You put what it is on there and put it on your jar. You take it and you put it in a safe place. You shake it up again at least 3 times a week for the after maybe 2 weeks, you should be pretty good. I would do it maybe once a week then, to keep it mixing up. And then in week 6, you can go ahead and strain it in your bowl. I hope this will help. If you want to try making it yourself, it just takes time. However, if you would like to have some that's already made, and I do all the work for you, you just go to my website at purplesagehealthyliving.com, and you can order it from there. I'm actually going to be doing a sale from the 7th of February until the 14th of February in honor of my mother's birthday and mine. So, with that said, I think that's it. If you have any questions, please leave them below in the comments, and let me know if you try it, and to see how it works for you. Again, I'll leave it in the description, the recipe that I use. If you want to do a jar that's less than this, all you have to do is maybe half it, or however you want to do it to make less. Okay, the one thing about it is, once it's made, this is going to be good for some years, so it's not like it's going to go bad. And if you're using it for a specific issue that you may have, including your blood pressure, circulation issues, it helps to heal the lining of the gut. Oh my God, there's so many things that cayenne pepper is good for. So again, like I tell you, look it up for yourself so you can know what it does. With that said, I'm done. I hope you have a wonderful evening or afternoon or night, whichever it may be when you see this video. I bid you peace and love. May you be blessed in mind and body and spirit. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care.